Pippa Lovell. I'm the chef and owner of Versa, Isle of Man. So I've created the first batch of many to come of the first Manx Dried Herbs. So they're completely wild, hand-picked, washed, picked again, dried, blended. So it's the first Manx Wild Dried Herb mix. So instead of buying the little Italian ones, buy a Manx one.
How exciting. So what is in this herb blend then?
The first batch, it has wild garlic, Jack by the hedge, or garlic mustard, as we can call it. It has spruce tips for the acidity, sea beets for the saltiness, Alexander's in it for the kind of aromatic flavour, a really strong kind of intense parsley flavour. So those 5 things blended together bring a very unique flavour.
What sort of thing might you use this selection of herbs in?
So this particular one, it's a flavour you probably won't have tasted before. And to be honest, it's very versatile. So I'd say the best way to use it would be to make what we call a compound butter. So whack a bit of that into a butter, maybe make it into a roll for the freezer, and maybe just slice a piece off each time you want to use it. For example, melted on top of a steak. It's important that the herbs are rehydrated beforehand, before using them. So either in a little bit of stock or water, or most probably Manx Ellerslie oil. That's the best way before using. And it's a really good way to inject the wild medicine cabinet into your diet.
Apart from helping to make things taste nicer, some herbs are still used as medicine. A chive is a herb.
Because, as we have talked about in the past, of course, these herbs have all sorts of properties. They ain't just about flavour, are they?
No, definitely not. So obviously flavour and creating, unique flavours and things maybe your average Joe hasn't tasted before, which is kind of nice. It is kind of about nutrition as well. I mean, for example, I'd like to do an elderberry powder one, because in foraging terms, the elder tree is all like wild medicine cabinet. Everything can be used. For example, the leaves even rubbed on your skin are an insect repellent. So there's a lot to be said about wild herbs and nature and getting that into your diet. And I'm really excited that I'm able to offer that. It is what's on offer from the world, which is the same idea behind the product. It challenges consumerism. It's not a product designed for the consumer. It's following the earth.
So it's seasonal, isn't it? So maybe in a couple of months, yes, you might have an entirely different batch.
Yeah, we're already working on a different batch already. So
this is so exciting. And obviously you've got the restaurant as well. And I'm assuming, because things are now changing with the laws and the sort of regulations being relaxed somewhat, you are now able to partially open Versa, aren't you?
Yes, so we are reopening this Friday, obviously just the outdoor spaces with protocols in place. But yes, so we're opening 12 till 8, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a takeaway hatch, but there's seats. If the seats are free, you can sit. And I guess it's a bit like Versa on toast. So, for example, we're working closely with Ross Bakery. We're making seaweed sourdough. We're doing crab and elderflower challah buns, things like that. Wildflower cupcakes. So Versa on toast, essentially, just as an interim before we can go back to normal.
So tell us then where we can get these boxes of herbs, though, and they're really distinctive because they're in a metal tin, which has that real sort of nostalgia about it as well, doesn't it?
On the way to drop off the first batch to the Port Erin, the Good Health store, I sold half just walking down there. So I'm kind of a bit nervous. The health food shop in Port Erin will have them. I'll also have them myself at Versus Hatch. The little farm shop in Sulby, they're taking some at the weekend. They'll probably go on the likes of Close Lease online and Ross Bakery online. But to be honest, I don't think I'll be doing any more than that for the time being until the monster settles down. And also, I'm hoping that these tins are a catalyst and, a vehicle for opening up conversation about sustainability and locality, and actually educating people on the do's and don'ts and the can'ts and wills and won'ts of, the etiquette of foraging and locality. So fingers crossed it can create a voice as well.